Good morning all you DAX day traders, and this is today's video on the 14th of March. So last video of the week, I'm taking a bit of a break, taking an extra long weekend, and we'll be back on Tuesday next week. So it's a bit chaotic, but it does look like there is a hint of a setup here for a short, and it would be off 15153. Problem that I do have with that is, from a weekly perspective, we're still very much in an upward trend, and if you just look to the left, this zone of potential support that we broke through is massive. So I can actually extend it even further down to the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders. So there's your shoulder, there's your head, and there's your right shoulder from last year. So I'm not too worried about this. There's a bit of a flag that was formed here. That flag target has been done now. But yesterday was a big move. It was a 3% move, and it got going pretty quickly. So the minute you start drilling down, you see we've got crossovers now. We've got a whole lot of things. And as I mentioned yesterday, you need to get above that structure there in order for us to be looking for longs. And we failed to get above that. So that was a fairly decent short entry that you had, and if you got it, well done, because that would have been a sizable payday. Look at the buyers coming in here on the 3 hour, going through the US session. So basically what's happening now is you've got the run on the, well, not a run on the banks, but the banks are failing. We have gold that is soaring. We have cryptocurrencies that are flying as well, which all points towards a weak US dollar. So weak US dollar is positive for the markets. So at the moment, what you can see on the DAX is that we've basically broken through structure. We'll give it that much. We've got a crossover, but I can't help but thinking this is just a flash in the pan. So if you get to the hour, you can see massive bar. I mean, that 1 hour bar, it fell so quickly. It was 300 points. So it was a 2% move in the market in an hour. Now we've got this triangle. We've got a bit of a break of a triangle. You can see, draw the lines like that. You'll see the triangle. We've got to break the upside, oscillator separating. Nothing concrete. This is the area that you'd be looking for shorts. That's 15153. But I think you could probably get held up by this chaos very quickly. So if we just get down to the 15 minute, just have a look at what happened yesterday. So as I said to you yesterday, pay attention to this level. We need to get above it, or alternatively you need to break below the lows of Friday. And the break of the lows of Friday came, and it came quite quickly. But if you just pay attention to the structure here, you can see rejected there, rejected, and this is obviously at the market open 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so that was at pre-market open. Big engulfing bar, come back to test structure. There's my structure there, or even there, and you can see rejection. So your entry was right there, and your stop could have been above that. I would have just played it above there. So it's a 100-point stop loss for 400 odd point gain. So should still be looking for shorts, to be quite honest. This is still my area, 151, 153. We get above that, then shorts are off, but you are going to be held up by either 14825 or 14696. Now don't be too surprised to see this thing suddenly reverse in the opposite direction. So there is apparently now a 40% chance of no rate hike, and yesterday there was a 40% chance of a rate hike this month, or next month should I rather say. Anyway, so volatility, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the nature of the beast for now on the DAX. We have been propping ourselves up for quite some time, so only time will tell whether this is just a knee-jerk reaction to what's going on, or if there is something more sinister. I suspect it's more of a knee-jerk reaction at the moment, so probably just looking for a much bigger range, and we've got quite a few tails here to pick for the range. So anyway, that's kind of my view. If you do get above this area again, 15153, then I would expect us to start moving back into the 15495 area. But this is going to be something you need to pay attention to, especially with what happened in the US session here. No real direction. And I have a feeling the US market is going to break a little bit higher. It's not going to test the lows. I think the Feds are going to step in very quickly if they start seeing something like that happening. I think there's true fear from the Feds at the moment. Anyway, that's my view for today. Trust it helps you somewhat. And whatever you do this week, keep those stops really tight. Pay attention to your levels. And don't be afraid to admit it when you're wrong, and you will be fine. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you next week. Cheers for now.